My name is Chris. This is Tubb Farmer. This is episode 10 of Blowing Oak. If you haven't grabbed your Pringles, your popcorn, or your American Reese's Pieces, now's the time to do so, because this shit's going to get good. Tubbs, how are we doing?
Good.
How is life in the land of the three states?
Good.
Yes, guys, sometimes trying to talk to Tubbs is like pulling a tooth.
That's good.
Okay, guys, like I said, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Larkin. His is Tubb Farmer. This is episode 10 of Blowing Oak. And we are in the middle of trying to see what we're going to be doing on our farms today. So, on my end, as you can see, I have got my my bales in, so I am going to go down the cattle route. I don't have the money for that yet. Also, I don't think I have enough land space to actually put my cattle pen down or anything else I want to do, so I will have to aim to buy either one of the two fields that are beside me, which is field 6 or field 4 is what I have to go looking at. So that is done my plan for today, to see what I can do to get my funds up. I do have 500,000 of the loan which has to be paid back eventually, so I'm going to start paying back that shortly. But what I might do is I might see if I can get another loan out. If I can't, I will go along, I will work on what I have to do. So today what I am going to do is get my harvest on field 20 and 21 done, and then connecting those three fields into one. That is my plan for this stream. Tubbs, what's happening on your end?
I'm harvesting field 8. Then when I get done with that, I'll get it planted and taken care of, and then I think I'm gonna cut some grass and bale it into silage for extra money.
Right, so I need to go and what is it? Corn, I think it is. So I need to go and see. Hey Danny, welcome to the channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into my the shop. I'm just going to see how much the harvester will be to lease out. Also guys, I am thinking of turning this let's play on my end at least into a class let's play. So I will be looking at trying to get class.
I've been waiting for you to do that.
What?
I said finally, I've been waiting for you to do that.
Crash Bandicoot, welcome to the channel. Also a big shout out to Crash Bandicoot, guys. He's another streamer. Yeah, thanks for the sub, I do really appreciate it, brother. Let's go and see what our prices will be like.
I don't even think our prices are that great, are they?
No, I'm on about the lease
They're okay.
price. So
They're okay.
that's 7,000.
Hey Danny,
7,000 for
it's going
Toscano.
good. How are you doing tonight?
So I think I will go with the Dominator. Lease it out so we see what it's going to do. And the one thing I don't like about the Dominator is the header that you have to get is very small, unfortunately.
How big is it? Like
3 meters it'll only do, yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, because it's not powerful enough for the header that goes on the Tucano.
Oh, that's good to hear, Danny. But everything's going great. How's the farm going? Farm's going good. Just trying to keep your dad in line. That seems to be primarily my most difficult part of my job.
That's not going to happen.
No, it's not. I've tried for almost a year now, and it ain't happening.
Right, so Crash Bandicoot, I'm doing well, mate.
We even made him an honorary
leprechaun,
and that didn't even help none.
No, I think that's the problem when you try to be an ordinary leprechaun. Those leprechauns cannot be trusted. Trust me. Uh, you're welcome to say I love the content and I'm loving this game. You know something, Crash? Myself and Tubbs, we're in the same boat as you. We love this game. We play this game
Every day.
I think every chance we can get. So what we do is we come along
Yeah,
and
he
right,
is Danny for sure. He's a tough case.
right, and because of the job, especially what job that Tubbs have, we go on this just to be relaxed and stuff like that. It's just something that we always find it actually helps, especially to unwind in the day if you really if you want to put it that way. Just helps to unwind. So like all we have to worry about is crops and fertilizing fields. But we play this game also because it's just a great way to like to get to meet other people, like yourself and everything else who love the game and have a banter
Oh
about
yeah,
it
definitely.
and stuff like that.
Well,
Because like
I think it also
because
takes us back to our youth too, being on the farm
yeah,
too.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that there. It also goes back to when I was a young man, when Tough Farm was a young man himself. I used to work on a farm, and sure Tubbs worked on a farm and everything else. So it's just it brings us back to basically work on the farm the way we used to be. So playing this game is probably the closest thing we will actually get to work on the farm again. So our let's plays, I know sometimes they're long and they're laborious and boring and stuff, but we play our game as if we were playing in real life. So to us, it's not just a game, even though it is. It's more of an extension of what we are and the way we play. So we do try and play it as realistic as possible. Do you want to add anything to that, Tubbs? Or
No, I think you said it well. I just, my dad was a farmer, and I was raised on a farm, and of course I chose a different business to get into as a career, and there's definitely a way to really enjoy that when I was a young man and a teenager working on the farm.
so hey Becky, how are you going, Bex? Becky said, "Hi Tubbs, how are you?"
Hey Becky, I'm doing well, thank you. Get these headlands done, and then we'll get the rest of this out of here. Maybe make some money, do something.
Yeah, so Crash, if you want to know how we play, okay, the way myself and Tubbs is playing, this is on Lone Oak, as you probably can tell. I was talking about this on Clown Stream last night about Lone Oak. That's what this map is. It's a really decent map, great detail, and a good few fields. But like there's 56 or 55 fields I think in total. Some are large, some are small, but most of them are fairly big. And so it would take you a while to do it. It's a great multiplayer map. So it's great for and so like the way myself and Tubbs Farmer does our let's plays is we always go head to head. We normally don't. We used to go on the same farm, but ever since we start going head to head, I think that's what we've been doing ever since. So
Yeah.
what we do is we don't buy the main the main farm. So we start from scratch. We don't cheat in any money, so we don't have any government subsidies and stuff like that. We can take out a loan. That's the only money we can actually kind of take out that we don't earn, but that money has to be paid back. So what we do is we find two spots on each map that we go onto. We're on mid landscape. We tried also countryside. We tried the was one before now.
Meadow Grove,
Meadow Grove.
Countryside.
So what we do is instead of playing on just one farm and then we kind of argue over who's going to buy the main farm and stuff like that, We pick two different parts on each map. I'll show you where my farm is at the moment. You won't be able to see a thing, but mine is up by the animal dealer up by field 4, and Tubbs is down by field 9. So the main yard itself is actually by field 33 and 34. That's where the main yard would have been, but we decided to pick two different spots, and that's why we went for it. The fields I own is field 20, 21 and 22. I'm doing my first corn harvest on field 20 at the moment. I've got a potato harvest that has to be done on field 21, which is a really small field. 22 was my largest field, which I had grass on it, which I, after taking off my grass bales for my animals when I get it. So my option for today is to transfer all these fields into one big field. So that's what I'm going to try and get done today.
Yeah, and it's very rare that we choose the main farm to set up camp for our farms. I mean, we kind of like to do things a little differently. Makes it, I don't know, makes it more fun, I think, in my opinion. But
right, I'm going to go off chat just for a sec. I'll be back on.
Be careful.
Like I'm not going to leave the chat. I'm just going to unplug my head mic here for a second.
All right, be careful.
So I'm going to set a second mic up to my controller, and in case Tubbs you ever want to do that, so instead of setting up a second PlayStation like you used to for you want to get Jennifer and all to join in, just get a two-way splitter and a second mic.
Oh yeah.
Actually hook up two mics to it.
Yep.
So we'll go into mono. I won't be in stereo, but it's still there.
I've seen you in mono, so it's okay.
oh. Alright, I won't answer that.
Yeah, the first time the Irishmen don't have an argument.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. That's for sure. Oh my god.
Alright, so I'll be back on chat now, 1 second.
Alright, no worries. And while Chris is doing that, I just want to make sure to tell everyone thank you for joining in and tuning into our channels. Myself, Tubb Farmer here, and my farm partner and friend, Chris Larkin 72. Thanks for being with us this Saturday afternoon. We hope you are having a great Saturday. We do appreciate y'all coming in and checking us out and letting us be a part of your evening. Make sure to go over and hit the like and subscribe button. If you do hit the like button, make sure to let us know in the chat. Chris and I really like to personally thank you. We like to interact a lot with our chat, and so just make sure to let us know. Also, we are PlayStation 4 console players. We have a community. It's called Superior FS Farming. Go over there and check us out. We would be glad to have you as a member. I think we've got 31 members currently right now, and we'd be happy to have you. Chris keeps up with the latest farm sim news and all the mods, the latest mods that come out for console, PlayStation 4. But anyway, again, thank you for being here this evening. I hope you're having a great Saturday, because I know we are. And with that being said, after the infomercial, we'll go back to farming. Till Chris gets his microphone issues fixed. Not sure what he's doing there. So how's everybody's Saturday going? Hopefully well. I'm from Texas, and currently it is like 65 degrees here, Fahrenheit. So it's a beautiful fall day. It was extremely cold for us here in the central part of Texas where we're located. It was in the 40s, so that's pretty cold for us. But turned out to be a beautiful fall day at the very least.
Right, so can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Houston, we have a problem. He's back.
So you couldn't hear me a few seconds ago?
No, I could not. Just
So,
now. Just now.
okay, so what happens, right, when you do it is you can split your microphone into two, but you can't speak.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you trying to... Well, you can if you have a headset and a microphone by itself. So like if you had a Yeti or something like that, you could probably do it that way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that, but you can't, like, you can split your headphone into two. So you can actually have a two-way splitter, so you can actually have two headphones going at the same time, but you can't speak into them. That's better.
Hey, Crash. How are you doing today? Thanks for jumping on. I heard you on Chris's channel a while ago. Thanks for being here. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I think you've already subscribed to Chris, but...
Oh, he did?
Oh, you're watching both of us? Oh, very good, Crash. Well, we appreciate you being here. Are you going to buy that 3-meter header for this?
No.
Oh.
Header.
Oh, I thought you said that the Dominator is only 3 meters.
It is.
Oh, man, I don't know if that'd be a good purchase, because these fields are too big for that, you know?
Trust me, it's not. I'm using a Dominator. The Dominator is actually a nice little combine. That 3-meter header. No, that's...
Yeah, that's fixing to say.
That's a pain.
You know, like, something like that would be great for, like, the Meadow Grove or something like that.
Meadow Grove. Yeah. Meadow Grove would be a fantastic map for it.
But these fields are just too big. I mean, I've got the Fent, and it's a 7.6 meter, and it's actually kind of small for this. I prefer the big 45-foot header. I don't know, but go ahead with what you're doing. Yeah, sounds good. You must be trying to find your Reese's Pieces.
Oh no, the leprechauns took them.
Leprechauns takes all y'all stuff. I don't know what's up with that.
Because they're stealing pensions, that's what they're.
And you would think they'd be stealing your Irish Spring, but I guess y'all covet that stuff pretty good, because you always got to have a fresh bar of soap.
Yeah. Everybody's saying it's cashew coffee. You have to have that powder on.
Copy Luwak. A bit of the Irish in the morning.
Yeah, so a bit of information there to Steph on that.
That's what I heard too.
Greenwich Valley is finally being sent to Giants for testing for console.
That ought to be a good map, honestly. I've watched some of the PC players playing it, and I like the looks of it on PC. But you know how it is, though. It's frustrating, because by the time it's watered down to console, of course it can't have the graphics. I understand, but just disappointing when you're watching it on PC, and then we get it and it's like, it's okay, yeah, it's good, but...
Yeah, no, it's very same as anything else. Like, so hopefully it'll be out shortly. Shamrock Valley is in
I saw some pictures on Shamrock Valley. It looks nice.
Yeah.
I was
that's gonna be testing shortly. So
I was watching a couple of others today or yesterday. Oh, well, thank you, Crash. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I was reading Crash's chat. Well, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, Crash. Thank you so much. I'll make sure and return the favor. I was trying to find something about seasons. Everybody, 6 people I went through that I watched that had anything mentioned about seasons. This is exactly what all of them said. I don't know when Seasons is going to get out of testing. Don't know nothing about it. Nobody's saying anything, so don't ask for
Yeah.
console.
Oh no.
So
I was getting that as well. So that's been going on for a while. I mean, that's why I'm always saying that. Uh, I'm not expecting to get Seasons until probably after Christmas.
you think it'll be that late?
Yeah. I really do.
See, I was hoping it would come out maybe Thanksgiving or something. Because
if it does,
you know, they've got the one Geo that's in testing with it, and it's going to come out soon.
But that Geo is the Snowy Lands Geo.
I understand, but why would you send a Geo? That's my point. Why would you send a Geo for Seasons to testing if without anticipation of Seasons being out?
The Geo that's in testing at the moment, the Snowy Lands Geo, right? Is also the same Geo that we got in 17 when Seasons came out first. It's the very same Geo.
I don't remember it, honestly.
It was all snow. It was always snowy.
See, I don't remember.
You can't turn off the snow as far as I know, or if you can, it's
the first Geo I remember in 17 getting. They had there was like 4 of them. One was the UK, one was US, and I can't remember where the other one was, but I used the US General Geo, which is not really for Texas. It was more for Midwestern states in the United States, but it was close enough that I could make it work, you know. I would hate to have an Ireland Geo because it would rain all the damn time.
Well, there's one in PC at the moment called Cork.
I heard you talking about that. The problem with that is it'd be raining all the time.
Oh yeah. That's what it does. Rain. I also, a bit of information, I know Crash might like to hear this well because he plays with another YouTuber called Clown Lounge. There is a classics pack is actually gone into testing. So it's the Matthew Ferguson 3000 classic pack that's going into testing there shortly.
Do you know what type of classic pack it is?
It's Massey Ferguson.
Oh, Massey.
3000.
Okay.
So you're talking, so you're talking something similar to what we had in 17.
I like that classic pack. I used it quite a bit on a smaller map that I would play on.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll be out shortly. Like what I think what Giants is going to do, if they are going to do it, is especially if Seasons do get the green light to go ahead. I think they're going to hold off on it as long as they can, getting closer to the holidays. You know, because like what they have 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off for holidays also. So they're probably going to give us like what they've done in 17. They're just going to wait till very close to the holidays and then give us a bumper load of mods and all the mess around with that keeps going. So I think if that's what's going to happen, they're going to hold off for as long as they can on Seasons before they let it out.
Well, that's a bummer.
And if they do, and it does pass, fantastic. If it doesn't pass, well then it's gone back to the modder. So I do believe then we're also going to hopefully we might get either Shamrock Valley before the holidays, or we might get Greenwich Valley before the holidays. This Matthew Ferguson 3000 mod pack for the holidays. Like what? That's only 8 weeks away. I mean, like, so it's not too far. Like,
I know, yeah, but I still think they need to work on the seasons portion of it, but it is what it is. Is what it is, and it is what it is. So, did
So
you
how are
see?
you finding your
Did you
fallen map?
did you
Oh, go ahead.
did you watch Silver News the other day? His predictions for
Uh,
2021.
did you see it?
Yeah.
What do you
Did
think?
so some of his stuff is what we'd been talking about. I didn't. Some of the other stuff he kind of went off on. I wasn't too impressed about, but you know, I
Hello,
guess
Lucy. Welcome to the channel.
so. But yeah, like he's kind of on the same boat that we were talking about when it came to some of the things like seasons needs to be just a part of the end game type deal,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I totally agree with that one.
you know, more crops. Oop, um, I mean, there was quite a bit he actually talked about, but he was wanting like
I,
flat tires. He's like, what if you had a flat tire in the field and just had to fix it? I was like, oh my god, that would suck.
like, like, okay, I can understand, that's like because at the moment, right, there's a mod being tested for PC, and it's something that we've been discussing that before.
Hmm.
And I wish it kind of came to Farm Sim, like for all platforms, not just for PC. Now, whether it will come for all platforms, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Because what happens with most mods, right, is it's not Giants and Sony, right, who have the power over the mods. It's the modders have the power over the mods. So if they don't want a mod to go to console, it won't go to console,
Hmm.
right? If they don't want a mod to go to PC, it won't go to PC because they have that power. And so it's not like a modder goes, oh, here's a 3 meter plow. I want it for all platforms, or I don't want it for all platforms. That's up to the modders themselves, right? So this thing with seasons, for that to go into base game, Realism Modding has to give their permission to joins to use that mod from the start,
Hmm.
and that's what it is, you know. So this thing with um, real damage for tires and stuff, yeah, it's a great idea, but there's a mod now being tested for PC. Now, if any mod ever comes to console, I wish this one will, and it's real damage, right? So vehicles literally get damaged when you're driving them. So if you hit a car, you're going to damage your vehicle. If you hit a wall, you're going to damage your vehicle. If you hit a pole, you're going to damage your vehicle.
Man,
That mod at the moment is
trouble.
being tested for PC and PC only
Yeah,
at this
but
very moment.
if they do that, we're in trouble. The way we drive on here.
Yeah, yeah, right. But like that's the kind of stuff I want to see coming to console, not like the Farm S21. You know,
Yeah, I don't mind stuff like that. That's fine. It adds to the
like
realism.
my combine will be damaged as holding my tractor just there that second.
No, I don't mind that at all. I think it adds to the realism.
Yeah.
So,
But like what we've been speaking about just before, that's the only thing that can happen with FS21. I mean, it's not like they can give us another brand of tractor. Okay, maybe Leyland or Lely or maybe McCormick or something like that. But
Dan Brown.
they can't really give us any other brand because we
snap.
have them all. You know, like we have all the major brands.
Yeah.
You know, so
Ford.
for me, the only route that joints can go in FS21 is features rather than equipment.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. And I'd like I'd like to see, like we talked about the other day, I'd like to see some improvement on um, unpredictable obstacles such as drought,
Hmm.
storms, um, things of that nature. You know, just things that it's a probability, but you can't predict it, and so you could have uh, like some of it doesn't, like in seasons it doesn't germinate properly because of the temperature, or stuff like that. I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
find interesting.
yeah. Like like what realistic weather, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a great one to have. Realistic mud and ground. So like if it rains and it rains for a period of 2 or 3 days, which it does in some maps in 19,
Mm-hmm.
right? Well, if it rains that much, your ground is going to get wet. I mean, it's going to get boggy, it's going to get
Yeah.
soggy, it's going to get flooded. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and the way it stands, that doesn't matter. Yep, you're right. So it could rain for 3 days. You could have a harvester ready to go, and as soon as the rain stops, you're off harvesting without any problems whatsoever. In real life, it's not like that. Yep. Like if it rains for 3 days, well, your crops are going to get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not going to have the same yield as you would have. Then you're going to have to wait till they dry out before you can actually start harvesting anyway. Um, so even though at this very moment it is probably the best farming game out there, farming simulator game out there, in my opinion, Catlin Crops, which is on PC, is going that one step further, and they're starting with that kind of realistic weather, realistic ground, um, stuff like that. You know, and I think that's what Giants need to do. Um, like they're giving us all the big brands, just as Kloss, we have them, John Deere, we have them, uh, New Holland, Ford, we have them all. So what we need now is stuff that PC get that we can't have, such as GPS, follow me, course play,
Mm-hmm.
um, realistic ground, realistic weather, you know, damage, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the damage that they put on here is kind of inconsistent.
Yeah,
And it varies from map to map. Oh, by the way, I was playing on Walla Zebra Wolska, and I started a contract and got sleepy anyway. Ended up saving my game and came back to it, and it was still there, and it was sugar beets. So they didn't take
so
that away.
it's this map, it's
It's
this
this.
map.
It's this map. Yep. Yep. I was going to tell you that, and I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so it's so then that's the glitch associated with this map then.
Mm-hmm. Because I saved one last night, and then this morning I hopped on and was playing on my single player and on Walla, and saved another contract, and it was just fine. So okay, back in skills, need to improve a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, I hope Giants do get right in 21 more than absolutely anything ever, and that's this hired help.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I mean, I really do wish they do something with it.
Yep.
Uh, Now I know it's not really up to Giants, especially on other maps, because of well they don't mod them, so it's up to the moderators. But Giants also do it for their base games, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
wish they get their hired work sorted out. So when other modders are copying their template, they'll have that set.
Mm-hmm.
Also, AI traffic. You know, like we have ours turned off because it's just a pain in the arse most of the time on most of our maps that we play on. You know,
Yep.
um, but I will say this: I was watching YouTube the other night, by the name of, I'm at the centre already, Clown Lounge himself and Crash Bandicoot were on. And on This Is Ireland,
Yeah.
that's the map they're on. And that traffic is lethal on that map. They don't slow down on junctions or nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Crash, if you're still on here, I just returned the favor and subscribe to you, so.
I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. I mean, so I can't understand why Giants don't have that script in the game where traffic has to stop at junctions before they pull out.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what was I doing here? Do I need to plow?
I mean, it's not like it's a brand new script to have to deal with. I mean, it's just a bit of tinkering with the script that they already have. It's just one line of code. That's all it is.
Right. Alright. Oh man, I gotta add. That's what I was gonna do. I was like, where's my cultivator? I don't have one. Time to cultivate and fertilize. Alright, so I gotta figure what I'm gonna do here now. It was soybeans on this one this time. Decisions. Okay. Hello. Boom, drive like a madman. Because I can. I think I'm gonna bail after I get this planted so I can make some extra money. Of course, you kind of went hardcore, didn't you? You loaded it all by hand, didn't you?
What was that?
Your bales?
Yeah. Except for my last few where I used the
Loader wagon?
Yeah.
Cultivator, or I could drill and then cultivate or fertilize the second time. Good deal. I was trying to save up enough money where I could buy another field, but that's hard to do on normal economy.
Yeah, start from scratch, normal economy, it's tough. Oh my god, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. Get off. Don't be driving through the crops.
Let's see.
I'm so glad I have crop destruction off this time. Or it would have been the same thing.
Oh, do you have it off?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna get this guy. This guy. This guy. $11,000. I'm gonna run up there and go grab it from the shop. Whoop. Alright. Big thumbs. Okay. Wow. Oh, bounce, 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 bounce.
Right, so turn the worker on till I go grab some coffee. Has to happen.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta get some myself here in a second. Oh, trusty Baltra. Welcome back.
Why, thanking you. Wasn't gone that long.
Seemed like a day or two. Okay. There's my brand new cultivator. Freshly purchased.
Yeah. These 3-meter headers and stuff. No.
Not working for you, are they?
No.
I didn't think they would. That's too small.
Like, it's a small header, it's a 3-meter, and then the combine itself is only 7,800 liters, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the what's the middle one called?
The Toscano.
Toscano. Yeah, that's a better one, I think. Holds 11,000, 7.6 meter.
Mm-hmm.
Or 7.7 or something like that.
And like what, even the corn header is a fairly big corn header.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a 6 meter, I think. I like the way it unfolds.
Oh yeah.
Looks neat.
Like what, I know we've said this before and everything else, and it's only another brand and stuff in the game, which it is. But for me, it made the game fresh again. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about it, right, before we had the class DLC, I think we probably used every combine that was in the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we used every tractor that was in the game, probably every implement that was in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so to have this to use, it's fresh. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's no different than the ideal harvester. It's no different than a Massey Ferguson harvester. The same with the tractors, no different from the Matthew Ferguson 7700 or the New Holland T7 and stuff. They're just a different brand, and it makes the game fresh. It's something else for us to play with. It's something else for us to save to get it, because they're not they're not cheap implements, you know.
No, they're not. It's something else you can finagle with.
Yes, finagle. There you are, kids. Sesame Street of the day word is finagle. Can you get me how to get to Sesame Street? You finagle your way to it.
You can be a professional finagler.
Yes, we call them con artists where we're from.
It's a play on words.
Well, I will say this, right, about these tractors, especially the Lexon, Lexon.
The Lexion.
I think it's Lexion, isn't it? Or Axion.
Axion.
It's one of them. The biggest tractor that we have in the game there, right? Now, not the big 4-wheel one, the big massive one, the 5,000 litre one that has the four wheels turning. I'm on about the normal tractors. Have you noticed the turning radius on those reminds me of the turning radius on the JCB tractor?
It's not very good.
It's not great, no.
And I noticed like their horsepower ratio is sluggish compared to the in-game ones. Yeah. So I've got the I could get the 300 horsepower John Deere and hook it up to the Great Plains, and very rarely do I have any issues with power. Won't slow down. It pulls at the right speed. I can't remember the one tractor, but it's 295 horsepower, 5 horsepower difference. And if you hit a hill, it drops 2, sometimes 3 miles per hour in speed going up the hill, whereas the John Deere wouldn't do it.
Right.
It would pull it fine.
Well, right, so do you think I could be wrong and mistaken, right, that the reason why it's like that, because, like, well, I saw that myself when I was just trying to finagle my way around to make it make sense in my head.
You even said it properly. It's good.
Do you actually think that the way that their power is, their power ratio, and how to take off and how to work it out and stuff, right? Do you think that's probably based on real life PTO?
Could be.
You know what I mean? Because, like as you said, no other game that we have in the brand or in FS19 has that, but Class do. So I'm thinking that's what happens when you have your PTO in operation, that you slow down that little bit, because all the power is going into your implement through your PTO. Right. So I'm thinking that maybe Giants have done that deliberately to make it look like you're actually their power that their PTO is actually kicking in, rather than just like, hook your PT up and you're still going to go 10 mile an hour, 12 mile an hour harvesting, that kind of way. Whereas when I could be wrong. Anyone watching, like Crash and everybody else who actually play this game, if you think I could be wrong here, could I be back up the wrong tree, or do you think yourselves that that's what it's based on, that the powertrain is actually kicking in? So, Tubbs, what do you think? Do you think it could be onto something, or?
Yeah, it's possible. If they did it, that was a smart move to give it more realism.
Yeah, that's my train of thought. Anyway, maybe I could be wrong, but that's what I think it is. That is based on their PTO. Shiloh, sup, Chris. You really want me to say this? Oh, all right. Um, Shiloh's after telling me to say this to you already. Sup, Chris and Tupperware. I got myself a new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key.
Wonder where he heard that song.
Yeah, but he's calling you Tupperware. Oh, that man is living dangerously, seeing that he's 10,000 miles away from you. Alright then, so what's the combine that you bought? Don't you say you bought a brand new combine?
Isn't that the song?
Yep,
I've got a brand new. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The old Wurzels. Yeah, so anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. That's what I think it is. I think it's the PTO.
It could be.
Because if you actually listen to their combines that raise the same thing, you can actually hear their PTOs all trying to kick in. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, if they do that, I think it's a smart move. It just gives it a little more realism.
Yeah.
Instead of just a blanket. Because some things pull more than their horsepower that it's rated for, which, I mean, that could happen. Right. That could happen in real life, but not that often.
Alright, so I'll give you an example, right?
Leprechauns.
No, I'll give you an example.
I thought you were going to the leprechaun story again.
No, give you an example. Your butterfly mower, right, is what, 160 horsepower?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Right. Then the single mower that's always on the front is what, 90 horsepower?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 250 horsepower implement when you have two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you also have I can buy one because I have it here. So right.
Pull it.
So it's 160 horsepower for the Novacat, right?
Mm.
That's the butterfly one. That's 8.8 meters.
Mm-hmm.
It's 70 horsepower for the 3.1 meter, right? So 230 horsepower right there, right?
230.
I also have this the Tron Swadro, which is a 19 horsepower with 145 horsepower, right? That I needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the three of them together, right? You were talking in the excess of 300 horsepower, 320 horsepower, right? For those three things.
Okay.
This New Holland Ford mod tractor that I have on my farm, it's a 240 horsepower tractor, right?
Okay.
And that will operate those two mowers together at the front of the tractor PTO and my windrow on the back of the tractor with that PTO. Two separate PTOs going, and it will pull as if it was not.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no loss in power, there's no loss in speed. It's still 240 horsepower. So I think that what happens is, like so many implements, including Giant's modded implements that don't have that drop in power that tractors and all do have when you engage your PTO. And the only ones I've come across so far that actually does it is Kloss. Like what, even John Deere don't do it.
No.
So I think Giants did it. They put that in there. That's why you have that little that little drop as you go along. And so no, like I said, I could be wrong. So anyone watching, like yourself, if you have your opinion on our Crash Bandicoot who plays this as well, and let me know. Like, let me know in the chats if I'm wrong. If you think that's what it is. But I think that's what it is. I think it's the PTO kicking in, and if, as you said, if Giants done it, yeah, it was very, very smart.
Yeah, give it a little realism.
I guess we will find out if that's the case with our very first modded cross tractor that we get off a modder.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are going to get them. You know that, and I know it. That's
Yeah, eventually.
now that's in the game. Yeah, they're going to start modding cross. You know?
Hopefully we'll get some forestry stuff.
No, please no. Anything but forestry. Well, I tell you what, I would love to have on maps. Right, so if there's any modders out there and you mod maps, maybe you might like to put this in first. Alien Jim has the right idea on Mercury Farms and on Washoe, Nevada, right? Where he gives you the option. In Mercury Farms, they give you the option to take out all the fencing with just a flip of a button. And in Washoe, Nevada, he done the same thing with the rocks that are on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I wish that modders would do that for the trees and stuff that are on their maps, right? Because like we've been saying, it's not the first time we talked about this, that I personally do not like logging, right, on farm sims.
Really?
Right? You don't like logging,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
There's probably a load of people out there who play FS19 who don't like the logging aspect of FS19. But it's there. It's in every map we get. It's now part of FS, whether we like it or not. But I wish that modders, including Giants themselves, would give that option in the options buttons or somewhere on the map that you go to it to turn off all the trees. So all the trees on the map would just go and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I wish we had that in the game because, and then like, what if we had that option in the game? I probably wouldn't mind all the forestry stuff coming out as much. But maybe that's just me rambling on.
Nah. You wouldn't ever do that.
No.
Let's see. Canola looks terrible. Sunflowers look pretty good right now. I just don't know if I have enough land to make a difference in sunflowers. And I don't have a sunflower header, so...
I have. I'm leaving mine out.
Take a chance on canola this time.
It's 3 meters.
No, you can keep it. I'll be buying me a header next crop. I'm trying to get enough money where I can buy another field, but it's not cooperating right now. Because I'm kind of getting tired of doing contracts all the time.
Well, I need to start paying back my loan. It's been this is episode 10. I haven't paid back a euro yet, so
I haven't either. Not a dime. I still owe $500,000. But I think this is only our second day, though.
But you know something, right?
I do.
That is something that I would like. We had it in FS. Was it 17? No, 15 I think it was. Yeah, FS 15, right? Where when you had your contracts or whatever, right, which we had, but if you went and took out a loan, right, in FS 15, at the end of your working day, they took that out automatically out of your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
So you had no choice but to pay it back.
Yep.
I mean, so I wish they kept that in the game, where if you took out a loan, you had to pay back $5,000, whatever it was, after every evening, whether you had the money or not.
Well, I like the option of being able to pay back what I want to, because if I wanted to pay it back sooner, I can. Type deal, because you're paying interest on it anyway. And so the incentive is to make you pay it off sooner. But what I wish they could implement something like a time scale in there for you to pay it back. So if you borrow X amount of dollars, then kind of like contracts, the timer starts now and you've got, 5 days or 7 days to pay it back, or 8 days, depending on however much money you borrow. I think that would be kind of cool. Otherwise, I don't know what they could do. Maybe stop the game or something. Make you sell something.
So, yeah, right. So, Shiloh, I'll read out your comment now. 1 second. The first part of it makes sense. The second part of it, not so much. But right. So, in a way, that's what happens anyway, Shiloh. So, Shiloh says, what if they give you an option to have your own custom layout of farms, where you could add things the way you wanted it, not the way maps usually displayed. We do have that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even though you're given a new farmer mode where everything is there for you, in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch mode, you're not given anything. So, it's up to you how you do it. What tractors you buy, what implements you buy, what farm machinery, what sheds, implements, buildings, and where you place them on the farm, that's up to yourself. So we do have that part of the option already in the game. As for your second part to it, they should have loan sharks break your kneecaps and close down your farm.
Good Lord. This isn't Ireland farming. Good.
Oh my God.
My grief.
He comes out with he comes out making sense, and then he comes out with that.
Yeah. So I do wish he's on to something. I wish we had a little more flexibility though with setting up our farms, because we've run into this before. You try to set it up, and because of terraforming or this or that, you can't have it in certain places. I wish that we had more flexibility to control some of what goes on in the map.
Welfare farm is like that.
Mm-hmm.
At the main yard.
Well, and then what was that other one we played? You couldn't put anything down.
Oh, that was Tuscan
Lands. Yeah. Which is very frustrating, but I would like to have more flexibility, kind of like almost like a little Giants editor in game. So if I didn't want the line of trees or fences, I could remove them, and then I could put in my own fence or farm, house, barn, whatever it is. I would like to have more flexibility like that.
Yeah.
In the game, so.
No, so like that's why I said, like, in a way we already have that to a certain extent. Yep. Like you commit, we say new farm manager or start from scratch mode. On some farms you don't get anything. Yep. So you have to build your farm the way you want to build your farm. Yep. Now, at the same time, I agree that some farms that don't let you terraform, and that is frustrating, especially the way we play it, where we pick two different parts of the map and we set up our farms there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a mini giant editor will be a great thing to have. I don't think we will, because giant editor is script and stuff like that, and I think that's like that. They will always be just for PC. Like I know we have terraforming, but our terraforming is only for a certain extent. Like we can't put bridges in, we can't do that. Like we can't go over lakes. Like if we want to have a bridge going across a river, providing that we're allowed to terraform that area, we actually build straight across that river. You know, we split the river down the thing, and then the water still flows through it. I mean, so instead of giving us the option to actually be able to build over, so yeah, no, I like it. I do agree, and I think Giants too have a lot of leeway there that really give us some extra that we haven't got. Like these are all things that we could hope that we get for FS21. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So tractor done. Well, harvest done, I should say.
Did you
You're not wanting
did you
you're
leave?
not wanting a corn header by any chance?
No,
A sunflower header?
no, no. I'm planting canola right now.
Becky goes, good man Shiloh, and then she goes, Giants getting it again. Giants will always get it. Myself and Giants, we have a great relationship.
Mm-hmm. It's like a rocky mountain, up and down, up and down.
You never know. Maybe if I bash him enough, they might make me a partner just to shut me up.
That'll be interesting.
They'll be making the wrong guy a partner. So I don't think anybody will have that to worry about. Right, I'm sending back your header here, and I'm not impressed. So right, corn. Do I save it or do I get rid of it straight away? Becky says we should get Shiloh onto the stream with us. Oh my god, will you stop? As bad as we are, he'll be worse. So,
Does Shallow play Farm Sim or no? Okay.
I think secretly he probably wishes he did.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Something tells me that was an Irish joke.
No, I'm pretty sure he would love to. Becky goes, no, but he can come up here and play it. What are you on about? I'm still waiting for you to get on with us.
Yeah, how's your training going?
Yeah, exactly. So don't be putting it all on Shiloh. So where was it going? Corn. No. Okay, let's go sell it. We have a bit of a trip to do. Yeah, so I'm not going to keep my corn because I'm not going down the route of pigs.
Oh, you're not?
No, I don't think I will.
I figured you'd have like 4 or 5 pens of pigs.
Yeah, that don't say I mightn't. At the moment, I don't think I am. Becky goes, she can't at the moment. Dean is playing Call of Duty. My train is going with, my train is going very slowly. Shiloh goes,
Hey,
hack
Liam, how are you doing today?
Shiloh goes, hack the system, back up their algorithms, make them pay you, and make Joints mad, and have to do what you say. You could be a whistleblower. That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, whistleblower. You operating a train?
Uh, hey Liam, how you going, brother? How's things?
Alright. Time to start concentrating my efforts on bailing. My most favorite thing to do. Not.
Um, Liam goes, can he join today? Okay, Liam, you can't join this one. As we said the last day, this is our stream one, so we don't let anyone join us on it. But if we can tomorrow, because we're all off, I will talk to Tubbs after the stream and we'll see if we can do it. What we'll do is we will pick a time tomorrow and let you know if we can jump on with you for an hour somewhere.
Mowers.
But as for this one, unfortunately you won't be able to.
I don't know what I want to do here.
Sounds like a song.
Yeah, we're about an hour in. I don't want to spend too much time mowing. So I'm debating whether to lease the, nope, how much? 1100.
To lease what?
2300. Yep, I'm leasing the Kloss mowers.
I already have mowers on my farm if you want to use them. Save yourself money.
Butterfly mowers?
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. That'll save me some money. Yeah, if you'll engage the old, whatchamacallit? Joint.
There you go.
Yep. They down there at your farmyard?
Yeah, they're on the store point of the bale sell point.
Ah, okay. Do you have a baler with a wrapper as well?
No, no, I don't. That's why I don't have the baler, but I do have the windrower and the tiller.
Oh, okay, perfect. That'll help.
Right. So, Becky goes. I want to join. I swear I know what I'm doing.
Mm.
Becky, you can have all the reversing jobs.
I heard she was good at that. Just
Elaine goes.
a little leprechaun.
Something. Elaine says there's something cool about the sync track. Would you like me to send you a picture of it onto the PlayStation, or just say? Actually, I know what the sync track is. Liam, I didn't download it because I just, to be honest with you, I don't like it. I don't know what I can use it for on my farm. You know, especially when we have tractors, which that does that job, and then we also have telehandlers, which does the job. We have front loaders, which does the same job. I just don't know. I don't think about it. Tubbs, what do you think of that sync track?
I never did use it. I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of traditional. I like the tractors and stuff. I mean, it's a cool little mod, but it's just not for me.
Shiloh. I think simply the best. I think simply the best decent farm around. I wish was cross-platform farm sim in 29. Now, let me say something, okay? FS19, that will not happen, right? Now, will we get it for FS21? I don't know. I did hear somewhere that it could be happening, but don't hold me on that one. FS21, they're actually thinking of actually going cross-platform with it. So, I guess we just have to wait and see. Lane goes, there is one cool feature about it when you're in your first person, the sunroof can't turn into a rear view camera. Right. I guess that would be cool. That would be a cool feature to have. Becky goes, reversing is a skill. Oh. Are you just saying that because you can't do it? Should be able to, Shiloh, should be able to cultivate leprechauns for money. Tubbs, earth side roll, please. What are you doing? What am I putting up with? You're going to be loading up freehand, ain't you?
Freehand. Like drawing?
Manually. With your, like with your bales.
Probably, yeah.
If you do, you can have this small trailer. It doesn't hold a whole lot of bales, but you can use it.
Will it hold 56?
If you do about 17 runs, it will.
Okie dokie, negative.
Right. So, I was thinking of actually getting rid of all my grass stuff, but Tubbs is using them at the moment, so when he's finished, I will see what I'm going to do. Becky goes, I haven't mastered reversing yet. That's okay, because there's times when I haven't either, so... Name? I'm not being annoying, I'm just saying... Oh yeah, no, you're not being annoying, Liam. That's what we're all here for. But like, well, we always like to get people's opinion and everything else, as well as our own and stuff. So, so by all means, post your opinions. We love to hear how you feel, how you think about the farm sim and the mods that we have in it and stuff like that. That's what we're all here for. What do you think of the Skyrock? Now, we're going to hear two different opinions here, okay? My opinion on the Skyrock is it's a great little mod. I love the idea of that pickup, and I like the way they were going with it, okay? With the three different implements such as off-road, city dweller, and standard and stuff like that. I do like that kind of generalization of where you can actually have different drive trains and drive trafs and stuff. What I don't like about it, and I think Tubbs, like what I'll like Tubbs have his say on this now in a second.
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
The power of that vehicle for a 7.3 litre is capped. Okay, they really do need to sort out the power of it. Right, so that's my opinion of it. I like the mod, great idea. If an update comes, I think they should be able to tweak that stuff and get extra horsepower out of it, especially for a 7.3 litre engine. So, but that's my opinion. Tubbs, yours on that Skyrock?
I kind of like what you said. I like the looks of it. I thought it was going to be a cool addition, but once I got into it and the power of it, disappointing. So.
Right, so now time to see about a potato harvester. This should be interesting. Clowns Lounge Gaming, how are you going, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. You've just caught us on episode 10 of Blowing Oak, the map I was talking about last night. Great map, we do like it. So I'm in the process of field 21 doing a potato harvest. It's my own little field, so I hope to get that out of the way so I can convert my 3 fields into 1 field. Um, so, I only like it when you make it into a chunky boy. It's too hard to miss. Oh yeah, I agree. I love those big, massive. I don't know. What would you call them? Bigfoot wheels. I think they're fantastic.
The flotation tires or what?
No. Oh, I don't have it installed in this. I don't think. Do I? Do I have it installed in this? No. They're the big ones. They're 37 inches.
Oh.
Yeah, 37 inch. Liam just said it as I said it. So Klaus says, sounds awesome, mate. Looking good. Yeah, and then he said he needs to play this map. I actually love this map. Clowns Lounge, I think it's a great map. Like I said to you last night on your chat, that it's the detail is fantastic and it's crisp, you know. So at the moment we think there's one little issue with it. I ran into it twice, that we haven't ran into it on any other map yet, but I've only ran into it when I was doing potato harvesting. We haven't ran into it with any other harvest because we've always finished the harvest before we finish our streams. And that is, as you know, you've been playing this for a while, that you get a bonus for every contract that you do, especially when you do like potatoes and harvest and stuff like that. Well, on this map, when I've done my 2 potato harvests, what happened was, when I wasn't finished my harvest, okay, and I stopped our stream, I saved the game, we jumped out of it, and then when we came back on for the next stream, the game itself had finished the contract, so I couldn't use the implements, I couldn't get no bonus off it, I couldn't even finish the harvest that was on the field, it just would not let me. So we haven't run into that problem on any other map that we've been on so far, so we just think it's a glitch that's in this map. But other than that, it's a great map. I love it. So what's happening at the moment is myself and Tubb Farmer, we have 2 different farms. So by field, so I feel I'll bring up my PDA here so we'll be able to see it better. Right, so on fields 34, which is right here, right, 34, 33, that is the main farm, right, when you start off on this map. Now, that farm is always there, so you can't sell any of the sheds and stuff, it's always there. So on new farmer, you get all that, you get your vehicles to go with it. On your farm manager and your start from scratch, you get no vehicles, but that farm is still there. You just need to buy the farm and it's yours. The way myself and Tubbs, the way we play, always play our Let's Play games, it's always farm for farm. So we don't start off on that main farm. What we do is we buy different parts of the map, and that's where we start off. So Tubb Farmer, he started over by fields 8 and 16. So his is going to be the blue farm that you see up there. So that's where he started, by field 8, field 16, that area, and that little forest area right there in between those 2 fields. He cut the trees out there, and that's where he built his farm. I on the other hand went over and I bought field 5, and that's where I built mine, on field 5. I also own fields 20, 21 and 22, which I'm going to make into one big field at the this time round. I'm also looking into buying field 6 when I can. So that's what we do. Yep, that's how we play ours. We just pick 2 different parts of the map, set up a brand new farm, and we go from there. Pretty much like what I presume that you do on most of your farms as well. So, and Shiloh, reversing is for lame people who just spin around in circles like a dog chasing a tail onto the end right direction. Potatoes, Irish person life to feed, to live or breed, we will make it, alcohol out of it. We do. We do make poutine. That's what we make out of potatoes. Um, so close down to I see, mate. What's your favorite map? Do you play single player or multiplayer? Now, good questions. First of all, we will go with do we play multiplayer or single player? We do both. So Tubb Farmer, who's with me, we're very good friends. We've been playing for nearly a year together now, and most of our games are multiplayer. So we'll either play multiplayer, which we'll have a few people on, where we just pick a map at one farm and go from there. Or like we just said a second ago, we go head to head, and we have two different farms where we always do it. If we're going farm for farm, it's one that we stream with, but we also have our own single player games going at the moment. So we will go into them, but at the same time we're always party chatting each other. So I would say we probably play both about equal amount. Did you say, Tubbs?
With the exception of the weekends, we probably play a lot on our single player Saturday and Sunday mornings. So, yeah, I mean, it could be 50-50, I guess, because we stream quite a bit.
So I'm not going to buy these, I'm just going to lease them out, because I can't afford to buy them straight out, so... Yeah, so as for... now, the second part of that question. Favorite map?
Oh, that's a good question. My latest favorite map is that new Polish map right now. Yeah, Walla. Yeah. That's kind of my new favorite, but all-time favorites, I'm leaning towards Countryside. Was my favorite, and then they messed it up. So
yeah, so I'm pretty much the same. We absolutely love Countryside till a glitch came into it, and then to start with those three new crops, because we have something that PC players don't have. Any map that we have with extra crops in it, we get a glitch that fucks up our crop filters. So where it doesn't show any crops and growth stage and stuff like that, so we can't play any map with extra crops on it. So that's what happened with also Countryside. They gave us new crops. We couldn't play them. We can't play RDC because of the same reason. We can't play Gielselsburg because of the same, and the Swiss Family Farm. We can't play it either. So those four maps we can't play now because we get this glitch. That if we play it, and what happens is when we're playing those maps themselves, everything is fine. But when we go out of that and then go back to, we say, a single player game or a multiplayer game such as this one, our filter is gone. We don't have any crop filter. So we can't play because the glitch carries over, so we can't play these. So bearing that in mind, I will agree with Tubbs. I think Old Side Countryside, great map. Absolutely love it to bits. I think one of my favourites probably would have been PGR. Love that map. It was a map that myself and Tubb started playing together multiplayer and everything else about a year ago. Even though we were playing multiplayer before that.
PGR was good. I think it's a good multiplayer map.
Yeah, but I think my all-time favourite map, I will say, is probably Meadowgrove.
Yeah, I like Meadowgrove a lot, especially single player. That's a great map for a single player.
Yeah. Like to me, Meadowgrove is a great farm. It's actually built for old style classic farming.
Yeah, I agree. I like it for the simplicity of it.
Yeah, so I think I will say, because there's a lot of great maps out there. I will go. We say top 5. That's what I'll go with. Okay. And in no particular order, so we'll go with 5 all the way down to 1, 1 being the top one. 5 will probably be Welker Farms. Low Welker Farms, even in 17, was probably my favourite farm to play on the 17. So Welker Farms. Now I'm only basing my farms on the farms that we have in 19 and not farms that we have in 17. Okay, because we go back then, I'll pick the likes of Chellington, Colbert, Sandy Bay, maps that we haven't got yet. Uh, Thornton Farm and Drummard. Drummard Farm was one of
I love
my fantastic
Jamard.
farm.
Jamard was great.
So Clowns Lounge, you actually love this as Ireland at the moment. Drummard Farm in 17 was probably the Irish map for me, anyway, at least. So I'm going to base my top 5 on the maps that we have.
You remember Colborough?
Yeah, Colbert. Yeah,
I love that. I love that map in 17.
Right. So I'm basing my top 5 on the maps we have in 19. Okay. So 5. You will be talking about Welker Farms. Number 4. Probably Lone Oak. To be honest with you. Okay. Number 3, PGR. Like I said, I love that map. It's a great big map. There's fields on it that you'll be there forever trying to do, especially if you're doing a single player. Number 2 was All Style Countryside. And number 1 was Meadowgrove. They probably will be my favorite my top 5 maps in this 19 so far. Tubbs, what about yours, brother? Your top 5 maps?
Top 5. I'd say number 5 would be Meadowgrove. 4, I would say on 19. God, I got a dilemma trying to think of 4. Because I had a couple that I really enjoyed. I'd say 4 is probably PGR. 3 is Welker Farms. 2 Mini Bruin, and then
Mini Bruin.
Yeah. And then my favorite right now is Walla. I really like Walla. So that's my top 5 right now.
Did I just? Well, I just emptied my my potatoes. What? Okay. Well, that's not a good thing. Emptying your potatoes as you were harvesting. Okay. That's a little gone.
Yeah, I've seen you do that before.
Okay, so
see if I can
maybe
get
I have to
cooperate.
Down the other way. Anyway, so let's get back to these.
Ooh.
Yeah, Clownstown, I would love to do a farm to get with you, but as you just rightly put it, you're on PC and we're on PlayStation 4. So, like, we can't do that in 19, but I'm after hearing, I think I heard somewhere earlier, that we could be having a cross-platform in FS21, which would be a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I'm hung up here. That's better. Man, I hate these single drawn potato harvesters.
Yep, they're hard to maneuver.
They are a pain, man. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. There's a lot of hills over here I'm having to combat. There we go.
Well, Jackie goes, losing your mind already, Dad. Oh, you said it, Babs, you said it. Oh. Like, and I will be honest, the last time I used these little potato harvesters, I think was in 17 in Goldcrest.
Goldcrest. Oh my gosh, I remember Goldcrest.
Yeah, I think that was probably the last time I used these drawn single harvesters.
Did you get the red one?
Yeah.
Should have got the yellow panther one or whatever.
It's not going to make any difference.
Yeah, you don't have to have the cutter with it. You just
Well,
start
that
harvesting.
might make a difference.
Yeah, you just start harvesting with it. I use it all the time. It just works better to me personally.
Yeah, no, this is a nuisance. This is yuckus. Oh, yeah,
Main thing is you're having fun though.
stream looks good, mate. Good quality. Thanks, Clown. That's appreciated from another streamer, man. Like I said, we're myself and Tubb are all saying that we're not professional YouTubers. We stream because we like the game. We don't stream to make it big as such. But to hear them words coming from other streamers, appreciate it.
Yep, we sure do. I sure am glad they put this rake back in. This big one. Or windrower or whatever they call it. Oh yeah. Right, done.
Right, so
I gotta get like 156 bales to make a little extra money.
I know Becky, he lost that downtown somewhere down a drain. I probably
What?
did.
What did you lose?
My mind.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking he lost it a long time ago, in my opinion. Yeah, like a long time ago. Alright, so...
Town Lounge, that's going to be good in FS21. We could do a farm then. Do you have Discord? I don't. We don't have Discord or anything like that yet because, like we said, we're not really professional YouTubers. We don't really have. To be honest with you, I don't think we have enough subscribers to even start looking into any stuff like that. Maybe if we reach 150, maybe 200 subscribers, we will look into it. But to be honest with you, I don't think I'm there yet, so I won't be not just yet.
yeah.
Now, when
Discord is
FS21 come out,
Discord is just like their Discord for PCs is party chat, like our party chat in console. That's what he's talking about, and it's
alright, okay, yeah.
yeah. Which that's kind of that's the fortunate thing about console is it's kind of all in one. You don't have to have
separate.
Discord or TeamSpeak or
Yes, you're more up on this than I do.
well, and then you got to have Streamlabs to help you out with your streams and stuff like that. About another two more months and I'll be on PC. Be up and running. I got to finish building it, but
so Clown Lounge goes, yeah, just keep plugging away, mate. The subs will come. It does take time. Oh yeah, well, like we said, we're not professional YouTubers. We do it for the love of the game and the way myself and Tubb started anyway in streaming in the first place, we were playing a multiplayer with another member of our community, and he wanted to stream. So we were like, yeah, no worries, you can stream. It wouldn't bother us. Then he didn't do it for some reason. So myself and Tubbs, we got talking about it, and I think we have been playing about 2 months at the stage.
4 months.
About 4 months, was it?
We started about 4 months ago.
And so we just got together and we said, look, why don't we stream? Because we're always on this. I mean, we're always playing it, whether it's multiplayer or single player. We're always playing farm sim. So it just seems like the right thing to do. So we did it. Started it, and it's been going that way ever since. And to be honest with you, even though I'm not up there with the subs and all just shit, the amount of subs I have is it's kind of like bypassed what I thought I would be getting, to be honest with you. So I do appreciate everybody who's sub to the channel. I know that all YouTubers, we all say that, and most people think like it's just that's just something that we say now, but I am seriously appreciative of all my subs, you know, because like I said, I've got a lot more than I thought I did.
Oh yeah, I got more than 5, so I was happy.
Yeah. Shiloh wants to, he goes, how did they meet? It's a lovely bromance. He arrested me for solicitation.
Nah, it's actually Sean started it, because he's the one that reached out and said, hey, join us, in, because I was a part of that community and the other community, and Sean said, let's play a multiplayer, and then we started playing multiplayer, and that's actually how it got started, honestly.
Yeah,
just
on
just
PGR.
Yeah, on PGR. It's just as simple as that.
Like we kind of gave him the shitty job to start off with, because myself and Sean, this other member, we had played for about a month before Tubbs came along the line. So we didn't really know a whole lot about him. So we gave him the shitty job to do that day. Literally, the shitty job. It was field 22 on PGR. So for anyone who has that map, go and look at it, and you will see how big that field is. It's a big field. It took Tubbs 2 episodes to do it.
Yeah.
But his job literally was to spread cow shit and cow piss all over the land.
Yeah, it was slurry. Yeah. Then I ended up doing the whole thing myself, so...
Yeah, so it's been like a bad smell ever since. Just can't get rid of it.
Nope. One thing after another.
But like that's how we got it. We know like what we were hitting it together, because it was my map, so it was on my server. He came on. 6 of us started, I think it was, playing together at one stage. We ended up down to 4. Then it was down to 3, and then it's been myself and Tubbs ever since. So that's just the way it's been, you know. Now, in saying that, we do not stop people from asking to join a multiplayer. We will always let people join, except for this one. This is our stream multiplayer, so this is the one where we won't let anyone join with us. But we are more than happy to set up a multiplayer game and have people join in with us. We never really said no to that. It's just this one here. So clowns. Yeah, you seem like a nice bloke. Keep up the good work. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. I think I'm a nice guy, but I think if I ask anyone who actually know me, such as Becky, who is my daughter, Shiloh, who is a cousin, Tubb Farmer, who is my best friend, they'll probably tell you a different story.
We'll have a different story, that's for sure.
Clown, when are you streaming again? Because Tubbs and Becky and Shiloh and anyone else on my chat there, guys, if you want, go over and subscribe to him or look at one of his videos and you can see yourself. He's a great guy. He loves this game just as much as we do.
What is his
great streams, great streams and everything else he has. Very informative people. He's like myself and you, Tubbs. He will talk to anyone who subscribes and have a chat to him.
Okay. What's his YouTube?
It's Clowns Lounge Gaming.
Clowns Lounge Gaming.
Lounge Gaming. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely go over and subscribe.
Becky goes, shouldn't be saying no to me. I should be allowed to join. No, I'm not nice at all. Shiloh goes, I may subscribe to Tubbs. He sounds like a bit of fun. Oh, that sounds like a bit... that sounds like a bit foreplay going on long haul. Now Chris and Tubbs, wink wink. See, we know your darkest secrets.
Oh, how fun.
Charlotte, I feed you on a Friday. I haven't tried rat poison goulash yet, but that can happen.
Damn. So much for keeping it in the family, right?
Games Lounge said he should be back on tomorrow night. Much appreciated, guys. Does your mate who you play with have YouTube? He does. His YouTube is called Tubb Farmer. You guys are funny. We're very timid tonight, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're pretty tame.
Worse than this.
I tried to start off with the Irish Spring thing, but it didn't go off well today.
No, that's because the leprechauns took that.
Yeah.
Becky goes, don't try rat poison in case you put it in my food.
It's for flavor.
Clowns Lounge said he'll drop you a sub there also, Tubbs.
Thank you, Clowns Lounge. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, Clowns Lounge plays with Crash Bandicoot sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he subbed earlier. Yeah. Oh, good deal. Oh man, I made the huge mistake of getting the round beller and they're rolling everywhere.
I made you to take doing these potatoes. Oh, you're okay. Well, I should say I made a huge mistake using this potato harvester more than anything else.
like the roll.
Clown Village goals. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot is my moderator.
Ah, good deal.
Yeah, no, he seems great. He jumped on earlier on there, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Shiloh just said he's after subscribing to you there, Tupperware.
Oh, thank you, Shiloh. I appreciate it.
Tupperware.
Hey, whatever works. I'll answer to anything. I've been called it all in the book for sure.
Well, we've been called worse.
I've definitely been called worse. Yeah, it don't take long.
No, but unfortunately now, because of the Shiloh, that's that's going to be it. We're going to be known as Tupperware from now on.
Tupperware.
Clown's Lounge is it Tubbs Gaming? No, it's Tubb Farmer. So it's TUBBFARMAR. If you just go onto, if you go onto, because you're on my stream, of course, and just click onto his name, it should come up.
Got more bells than I thought I was going to get out of this.
Yeah, what these fields are deceptive. You know? Like what, field 22, I got something like 68 bales off it, but it didn't look like it was going to get that many. Right, there's a note to self. No more potatoes. And if you are going to be the potatoes, it's going to be with the big self-propelled.
Is that your field you're doing?
Field 21, yeah. Okay, so I need to use this small tractor there for my trailer. Yeah, so he just subbed you there now, Tubbs.
Alright. Thank you so much, Clown. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so my predicament for FS at 19 seasons, right, is we'll get it either just before the holidays as a bumble pack of mods that are going to come out to keep us happy over the holidays period when giants are on holidays, or we're not going to get it till after Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my predicament first. And the reason I'm saying that is because, as we said already, there's no chatter whatsoever about that.
Nope, nobody's talking about it.
Nothing. I mean, like, not like what, not even the big YouTubers like Daggerwin or Mr. CVP
Mm-mm.
um, or even DJ Gohan, who's always up on the news, you know.
Yep.
No one, there's nothing. So
Nope.
I don't think we're going to get it when in the next week or two anyway. Definitely won't be next week or two. Um, so I do believe maybe Christmas
Yeah.
before the holidays as a bumper pack of mods like Giants always do. They give us at least what 10, 15 mods, maybe a little bit more sometimes to keep us happy over the Christmas period.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that's when we're going to get it. If not, we'll get it after the Christmas period when they come back. You know?
Yeah, it's possible.
As for the other mods we're talking about, such as the Massey Ferguson 3000 pack, that's probably going to be in the same boat, I think. We might get that till around the Christmas period after the holidays. Greenwich Valley is now gone into testing for console. So hopefully that might be out in the next week or two. Shamrock Valley. That's another thing, Clown's Lounge, if you're still on. Shamrock Valley will be a great map. It's another one by Oxygen David, is it? Yeah, Oxygen David. Or the Bullet Bill. Actually, no, Bullet Bill.
On which
Bullet
one?
Bill. Shamrock Valley. It's Bullet Bill's
yeah,
farm.
Bullet Bill. Yep.
Right. So it's called Shamrock Valley. Like you probably already played it in 17. In 17 it was only for PC. But now it's coming out for all platforms for 19. So that should be coming out in the next 2 weeks at least, maybe 3 weeks. Like as far as I know, that's just gone in for testing. And I will say, normally Giants' rule of mods is first in is probably the first one out, unless it's sent back to the moderator for updates and stuff. But at the same time, with maps, it's a different thing. I think to get through it and all, to get maps out there faster than to get mods. So we probably will get Shamrock Valley in the next 2, maybe 3 weeks. We probably will get Greenwich Valley in the next 2 weeks at least. Or they'll keep them all for that bumper pack, like I said, just before the holidays. But I can't see seasons coming out in the next week or two. For anyone who's on console, I know it's already up for PC. I don't think we're going to get it for console in the next week or two anyway. So I do believe it's either going to be just before the holidays or after it.
Yeah. Hey Dakota, you hit 100 subs today. Congratulations, Dakota.
Hey Dakota, well done, brother. Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a good job.
Clown's Lounge Seasons mod is brilliant. It's a must-have mod. Oh, I absolutely agree with you, Clown. It is. It for me. That is a game changer. That mod.
What'd you say? What?
What?
Did you said game changer?
I did. I know. Shh. Keep that to yourself, okay?
Nothing much. Busy today? Oh, that's not good on a Saturday. Should be taking it easy, Dakota.
Yeah, so to me, that season mod is definitely a game changer. It's probably the only game changer we probably would have in the game, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so I'm making that clear. So if anybody personally knows Mr. Sealy P, you can tell him that I said it.
I thought I was talking to Mr. Sealy C for a second.
Okay, so to me, that's the only game changer in the game, right? That season's mod. It was revolutionary in 17, and it's taken a lot longer to be in 19 because of the way the new engine is. Which kind of brings me to another point.
I hope it's not watered down.
Apart from that, okay, I hope it's not watered down. We could, but we'll have to wait and see what we get.
Yeah.
The point I was going to say is this, okay, we know that seasons could be part of the base game in 21. Hopefully it will be. Reason why I'm saying that is it's taken them so long in getting seasons out there for 19 because of the way the search engine is, right, and the way the engine is, that the graphics and the CPU that Giants have now at this very moment, that when FS21 comes out on the PlayStation 5, it's going to be a brand new setup, which means for any modder who's going to make mods for FS21, they're going to have to rechange the way they're doing it again, which means it'll probably take seasons a lot longer to come out in 21 than it would have in 19. You see where I'm coming from?
It's possible.
Right? So if that is going to be the case, right? If it's not part of base game in 21, I don't think console will get it. Because like what? It's taken nearly a year for season to come out at the moment for console, and it's still only in testing.
They've definitely got to step up their game for the 21 coming out.
Yeah, you know. Clown, yeah, it gives you information on soil temperatures, etc. Yeah, that's just it from every YouTuber, including yourself the other night when I was watching you. It gives you a lot of information that's out there that will be handy, and that's the kind of way I like to play my games, where you have to think about what you're going to plant, when you're going to plant it, at what time you're going to plant it.
Yeah, you have
and
to
then
be
you have
strategic.
Yeah, exactly. And then you also have to look at then, because even though it says we say wheat, for instance, even though it tells you wheat can be planted, we say during the summer or during the winter, whatever, because the winter wheat. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But it also then you also have to take into account your soil temperature, as you rightly put it there, Clown. If it's still too frosty or still too hard or still too wet, even though that is your planting season, you still can't plant it because it's not going to germinate. So I do think that seasons, yeah, I will say it once more, game changer. And I'm so looking forward to it. It's why I'm like, I was hoping that we get it sooner than rather than later. But yeah, if we got it for the Christmas period, yeah, it'd be a nice little break to actually try it out, get used to it. Clown, where is Tubbs from? Tubbs is from Texas.
Yep. USA.
He's a Texican.
Texan.
Texican.
I think in the 1800s, 1700s, that was a reference. It was Texican. And then it got shortened to Texan after many wars.
Clown Claus. Yeah, I thought it was American. Yeah, that's where he's from. He's from the Texas. Texican. He's from Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
So, what time is it? What time is it there? Okay,
6:38 p.m.
Myself, I'm from Ireland, and Tubbs from the States. So we're 6 hours in the difference. So it's 6:38 where he is from. It's 12:38 where I am. So his is in the afternoon, mine's in the morning.
I'll be thanking you.
You'll be thanking me. Right guys, so normally we do a 2-hour, 2.5 hour stream. It's gone on the 2-hour mark, so we will keep going a little bit longer, but we will start our usual good boys around this stage, which normally takes around 10 minutes or so to do anyway. So first of all, I'd like to thank everybody who's in the chat with us tonight. I do absolutely appreciate it. Big shout out to Crash Bandicoot for joining in. Also to Danny earlier on for joining in. Big shout out to Becky as always, one of the first ones to jump onto our streams. Also a shout out to Shiloh as usual, making sense, not making sense with the comments, but keeping it fun. And a big shout out to Clowns Lounge Gaming for jumping in there also. Absolutely appreciate it. Also guys, if you haven't subscribed to Clowns Lounge or Crash Bandicoot, please go check them out.
Check them out and subscribe.
Two great YouTubers. They're always playing as well, so if you don't learn nothing from myself and Tubbs, you surely will learn something from them. So with that being said, we are playing on Lowing Out for episode 10. So if this is what you like guys, okay, we do not pre-record videos, okay? We don't jump cut, we don't time lapse. What we do is broadcast every night, or as much as we can. Work kind of gets in the way, and family does as well at times. So but we do try and get to a stream at least every night if we can. So with that being said, if this is the kind of a let's play you like, where you see two lunatics like myself and Tubbs making a hash of farming, talking crap, talking manure, talking a lot of BS,
but
making a sound,
that makes you making it sound
like yes, but making it sound like we know what we're talking about. Stick with us. Go and check out our channels. Mine is Chris Larkin. His is Tubb Farmer. He's a great guy. Go check him out. Our channels, like I said, Chris Larkin, Tubb Farmer. Hit those like buttons, smash those subscribe buttons, hit that notification bell. It will let you know when we're back up running again. And also, if you're feeling really generous, please share our videos. Tell your friends about us. We're not professional YouTubers by any chance. We don't aim to be. We don't let on we are. But we do try and make the games fun and a bit of a laugh and a bit of entertaining at the same time. So we do throw a bit of information out there that we find out ourselves. We're always have our nose stuck to the joints for them and stuff. So we like to pass on the information that comes out with mods that are out there, mods that are coming out. And not like what we hear about FS21, which, believe it or not, it's only a year away. 12 months is absolutely nothing in the grand space of things. So, with that being said from myself, I will let Tubbs do his infomercial now in a second.
Yep.
Please go check out our channels, guys. We do appreciate each and every one of you. So until tomorrow night for episode 11, from me, it will be a goodbye.
Yeah, so Danny, Crash, Liam, Dakota, Shiloh, thank you for the sub. Crash, thank you for the sub. Also, Clowns Lounge, thank you for the sub. Thanks for everybody being here tonight. Thanks for the chat. Appreciate y'all tuning in to us and checking us out. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we are console players. We're on PS4. We have a community. It is called Superior FS Farming. Go over there, check us out, join us. We'll be glad to have you. We appreciate y'all being here, watching us tonight. Appreciated all the chat. And I hope y'all have a great Friday afternoon, or Saturday morning for Chris. Thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow.
So with that being said, let me finish off here. Charlotte, discussions having consequences. Like you have power comes with great responsibility, like any superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. Cloud Lounge, yeah, you're from England. Tubbs, don't forget the sub if you're
Nope,
interested,
gonna
mate.
do that next.
Cheers, guys. Awesome stream. Thank you, Clowns Lounge. I absolutely appreciate it. Like I said earlier on, coming from a guy who's always on himself, who does great content, I will take that any day. Thank you a million, brother. I appreciate those words. Also, Shiloh, so you are super farmers. No, but thanks for the confidence. Online Cloud Lounge. See you later, guys. Take care. Thanks, Cloud Lounge. Well, I will catch you on your next stream, brother. Don't worry about that. So, guys, with that being said, we're going to leave you off with what we always leave you off with. On this channel, when things go right, it wasn't us. And when things go wrong, it was those Pringles stealing, popcorn thieving, Reese's Pieces napping, goddamn leprechauns. Adios, amigos. Goodbye, muchachos.
Y'all have a great night. See you tomorrow.